Всем привет, с вами по-прежнему Кирилл, и мы вместе с вами продолжаем проходить игру престолов. В общем, снова я открыл кодекс и решил вместе с вами прочесть описание нашего главного персонажа, за которого сейчас мы будем играть. В общем, сейчас я поставлю на паузу, и вы можете быстренько прочесть, даже поставив на паузу видео. В общем, давайте. Так, ну в общем, я прочел, не знаю как вы, не знаю, вам вообще это интересно или нет. Ну, в общем, поехали. Проходить пока что первый эпизод. А пока что он не пройден. Ладно, поехали. Сейчас мы встретимся с персонажем из сериала. То есть Серсей Ланнистер. И я вижу Тириона. Тоже Ланнистера. Ну вот и трон. Не знаю, это Серсей или нет? Издалека непонятно немного. Поехали. В общем, Маргари нам сказала, что нам желательно врать, что ли. Она говорит, что чувствуешь, ну, что хочешь сказать, не говори. Говори все противоположно, что ли.
Lady Marjorie, aren't you looking lovely this evening?
Тирион не особо похож,
Your Grace?
если честно. Хотя, может, кажется. Ну и Серсей тоже. Хотя бы я сам лучше не смог. Так. Стойте. Даже не король. Так, ну, нам нужно лагать.
Are they? I beg your pardon, Your Grace. I wasn't talking to you. I want to hear from the girl. Is your family loyal to the king?
Perhaps you should ask the new Lord Forrester.
He's not here, is he? She is.
Yes, Your Grace. To the one true king.
The one true king. Yet she didn't say which.
Ну да.
The girl is clever.
She only meant... I don't care what she meant. I care what she said.
А что мы сказали плохого?
I won't stand for impertinence from a girl of the north.
If you would give her the chance to explain...
Perhaps she can explain why the Forresters have been loyal bannermen to House Stark for centuries. A house of traitors.
They were the wardens of the north. We all served at the pleasure of the king.
Clever girl.
Ну, Тирион, он хороший, хоть он и Ланнистер. Ну,
And
по-моему.
she would have us believe she didn't know which king she served. Is your house willing to swear fealty to your new liege lord, Roose Bolton?
Yes, Your Grace. Absolutely.
Абсолютно.
Despite the fact Roose Bolton allied with Walder Frey. If it was me, I'd find it difficult to so quickly forgive the men who killed my father. Old allegiances are not easily abandoned. But now that the war is over, we must look to rebuild and forge new alliances. There are ships and shields to be built, and Joffrey will need a steady supply of ironwood for his armies. I'm told there are others who would happily serve that purpose, but I trust we can rely on House Forrester.
Forrester Ironwood does seem rather unique.
Our talent is unrivaled, Your Grace. Forrester Ironwood is highly sought after in the Seven Kingdoms.
So I'm told. It would be a shame to see it fall into the hands of another house. I imagine you'd do almost anything to prevent that from happening, wouldn't you? Ask any Lannister, and they'd do whatever was necessary to save Casterly Rock. It would be unfortunate to see another house lay claim to what's yours.
I won't dishonor myself, Your Grace.
I see.
What would you have the girl do,
Какая-то странная
Cersei?
была
It's not
ухмылка.
as if she fought beside the Starks, wielding a battle axe for the Northern Army.
It raises an interesting question, I suppose. Can we truly blame those who end up on the wrong side of the war? Our dear Marjorie here was betrothed to Rhaenyra Baratheon on the false assumption that he would one day rule the Seven Kingdoms. Can we fault her for her mistake? Should she be held accountable?
I'm sure she regrets it.
Perhaps. Perhaps not.
Честно, я
If
случайно...
there's a point to this, I hope you find it quick.
Я хотел не другое ответить, но почему-то ответил это, не знаю.
Loyalty can be such a hard thing to define. This city alone is filled with all sorts of ambitious
Надеюсь,
opportunists
всё
looking to
хорошо.
reinvent themselves, pretending to be something they're not. Who knows what lurks within their hearts? You are a girl from the north, here in service to Lady Marjorie. One can only assume her interests are yours. Yet loyalty to a king, that must be absolute, beyond question. And if your loyalties were to become conflicted between your king and the very person whom you serve, what would you do then?
I'm sure she
Let the
would...
girl answer the question. Go on.
I would be true to the king, Your Grace.
Well said. I was beginning to worry you didn't have your priorities straight.
She is a threat to the crown, isn't she? The most dangerous handmaiden in all of King's Landing.
Нормально, чё ты?
I'm not quite sure what to make of her. Not surprising, I suppose, for a northern girl, but not very encouraging either. I'd like a word with you, if I may.
Of course, Your Grace.
Эх, не знаю, как мы справились, но вроде... Ну, нормально. Могли бы лучше, но сойдет.
I'll walk you out. This may come as a surprise, but I met your father once, at the tourney at Lannisport. Even then he didn't trust Roose Bolton.
Я правильно
We
сделал.
only spoke briefly, but your father struck me as an honorable man. You have my condolences for his loss. These would be trying times for your family, even under the best of circumstances.
Thank you, Lord Tyrion. That's very kind of you to say.
That certainly took courage. To so publicly declare your loyalty to Joffrey for all to hear. Poor Lady Marjorie was humiliated, although Cersei seemed quite pleased. It was quite the first impression. I, of course, found it all highly entertaining.
I don't particularly like her.
Yet you did your best to please. You'll do well here in King's Landing. My sister and I have our differences. She takes great pleasure in her little charades. I take mine in thwarting them. We must find our amusements where we can. She threatened to give your ironwood to another house. It is the Master of Coin who decides such matters. The Crown needs boats. Boats need wood, and I speak for the Crown in this regard. Not her.
What are you suggesting?
I suppose the Crown could be persuaded to secure ironwood from House Forrester.
Не знаю, сказать
Lady
ему
Marjorie might not look favorably on such
о
an
нашей
alliance,
проблеме или
and
нет.
it would infuriate Cersei. Although what would be amusing for me might prove rather dangerous for you and your house. Are you willing to risk that?
Конечно. Ради своего дома. Да.
It's a risk I'm willing to take, Lord Tyrion. Please.
You are a brave girl, aren't you? I'll consider it. Now, if you'll excuse me, I promised Sansa I would join her for dinner tonight. 3 beautiful bottles of Dornish wine await my arrival.
Thank you for the advice, Lord Tyrion.
Just be careful. This is not the North. King's Landing can be a nest of vipers to the uninitiated.
Ну, Тирион нормальный малый. Так что я думаю, ему можно довериться. Даже, может быть, он нам поможет. Мне интересно, когда уже будем играть за Гарреда. У него довольно интересная сюжетная линия.
Mira, I was worried. How was it?
Cersei has a way of looking at you as though you're nothing. It's more than a little intimidating.
It went well.
Really? That's a relief. Cersei is known for being rather difficult. Lady Marjorie has spent the entire day working on seating arrangements for the wedding. Of course, you and I are seated way at the back, here with the 4th cousins and the 9th-born sons. Ah, Sir Jaime. I wouldn't mind tarnishing that white cloak of his.
Sarah!
What? It's true. And Oberyn Martell, the Red Viper.
Тоже хороший
I'm
персонаж такой.
told he has a paramour, which I doubt is Dornish for wife.
He is quite handsome.
and quite passionate, from what I've
Да,
heard.
и умрет он красивой смертью.
Perhaps Lady Marjorie could make the right introductions. Who knows? We might meet our future husbands. Although, marrying a king, I can only imagine what that would be like. Would you marry Joffrey if it meant you'd become queen?
Нет, нет.
He does have a certain look about him,
Симпатичный.
and he's always treated Lady Marjorie well.
Просто ради
Which is
семьи,
more
конечно,
than
но
you can say
нет.
for his
Конечно,
mother.
нет.
I'd be willing to marry, but not Joffrey.
Well, I would marry him. Imagine the power you would have as queen of the
Власть,
Seven
власть.
Kingdoms.
Это же
I might even
Джоффри.
allow you to be my handmaiden.
Будет только издеваться и все.
Let's see, who else should we marry off? Brienne of Tarth and Tyrion Lannister. What a perfect match!
Понял прикол.
Saffron and...
What are you doing?
В общем, сплетницы. Да? Так,
Well? Sarah?
так.
I'm sorry, my lady.
As am I. We shouldn't have been messing about.
This is not a game. It's a battle plan. Allies and enemies can be made with every move.
А, это план? Я думал, это
Yet they
шахматы.
say
Ой,
it is
шашки.
men who are powerful. The Queen was pleased by your display, Mirror.
Нормально.
I'm just glad it's over. King's Landing can be exhausting sometimes. There's always someone to please or some perceived slight to smooth over. I fear it will only get worse when I am queen.
Once they know your true heart, the lords and ladies will have no choice but to love you.
Do you agree?
Так, о чем сказал-то я? Нельзя угодить всем.
People are not always so easy to please. If you showed Cersei your true heart, she would stab it with a fork.
You learn very quickly. You were brave agreeing to obey the Boltons. That cannot have been easy. I know you must fear what Lord Bolton might do to your family. I do appreciate your willingness to appease her, as difficult as it may have been.
Thank you, my lady. There's been something on my mind. Something important. I did have a favor to ask of you in return.
Whatever you wish to say, you can say it in front of Sarah. There are no secrets between us.
It's about my family.
I trust her.
Ну, не знаю, ну вам пускай остается. Так,
Go
вы можете
on.
снять Болтова, вы можете снять Рамси.
Ask.
I received a letter from my family.
Ну, лучше, конечно, остановить
I
Рамси,
fear
да?
my family will suffer if
Он же
Ramsay is
Болтон.
left to do as he likes. But if a raven could be sent to the Boltons to let them know House Forrester has the protection of the crown. Ramsay Snow will arrive at Ironrath within the week. I would never ask this of you if it weren't so urgent.
Тогда вот начнется самая жесть, я думаю.
That is no small request, especially now. Joffrey knows only too well your family fought for the Starks, and now you would have me ask him to intervene. Is the situation that dire?
You can't, my lady. King Joffrey won't like it. Just think how he turned on
Yeah.
Lady Sansa.
Please, Lady Marjorie, I beg of you. I fear for my family's safety.
I
Поможет,
don't
да.
know, Mirror. If Cersei were to find out...
Don't let the Queen bully you. You have power over him, Lady Marjorie, as no one else does. Not even his mother. Ramsay Snow will arrive at Ironrath within the week. I would never ask this of you if it weren't so urgent.
Very well. I'll make your request, but I cannot promise anything.
Thank you, my lady. I will send a raven to my family at once.
Ну, не знаю. Но Рамси, я думаю, все равно приедет. Это уж точно. Так, Королевский тракт, Волчий лес. Вот и город. Чё? Страшноватые звуки.
7 elves.
7-й пик. Так. Ничего не слышали.
Let's play a little game, shall
О,
we?
Рамси.
Did you know my ancestors wore the skins of their enemies as a coat?
Так, можно подглядывать. Боже мой.
Not my best work, unfortunately. I
Так, ага.
suppose I have fallen out of practice.
Надолго выглядывать нельзя.
But he didn't
Хорошо.
make it easy. What with all that bloody noise?
Like a drowning cat. I thought he'd never stop.
As my father likes to say, a naked man holds few secrets. But the flayed man holds none.
Pity he didn't know your father was the Warden of the North.
He does now.
Ну, теперь
How much
вы
further is it to these?
видите, что из себя
Forest
представляет Рамси.
A day, my lord. 2 at most.
И этот
What was
человек хотел приехать за
My
нами.
lord?
Shh! Listen.
Но если он
Да.
заметит, это облегчит ему путь. То есть мы уже
Да.
сами пришли к нему.
I
Бежать.
know I heard something.
Останемся. Начнем бежать, за нами ушит охоту. Ну, то есть за нами будет бежать. Еще отравить собак. Ну, еще плюс стрелы,
Never
да?
mind.
А так на нас не
We've
спалят.
wasted enough time already.
Да. А если мы побежали бы, то нас схватили бы. Интересно. Я думаю, нужно подойти к человеку. Не знаю, жив он или нет, но он не выживет. Если он живой, он скоро сдохнет. Через несколько секунд, ну, может, через несколько минут, я не знаю. Фу, смотрите, у него даже на руке вены торчат, или что это?
Bloody hell!
Да. Любимая фишка Рамси — это сдирать кожу. Так, дом Форестеров, да.
Lord Ethan, as I was saying, you are young. And there are those within these walls who are uncertain of your leadership. But 300 generations of Forester lords stand behind you. Lord Gerhard the Tall, who founded our house, and your grandfather, Lord Thorin the Bold, who seized back the river valley from the White Hills.
What did they call my father?
Lord Gregor the Good. He was fair and wise, and courageous in battle.
I want to be like that, like my father.
Your father was well regarded by nearly everyone. It took years, if not decades, to earn. These were your father's people to lead and protect, and now they're yours. But your father did not bear this responsibility alone. He and every Forester Lord before him chose one man whom they trusted above all others. The Lord Sentinel. Forester traditions demand that a new Lord Sentinel must be chosen.
Или хочешь, чтобы я тебя выбрал?
Keep walking, you craven son of a whore. Move.
Ну, я выберу, скорее всего, дядю. Найдем города.
wrong. I was only trying to survive.
Lord Ethan. Mist.
Who is this man?
This craven is a deserter and a thief.
This house is doomed. We all fucking know it.
Quiet, thief. Eric was supposed to be guarding our weapons, but instead we caught him stealing them.
No.
2 shields and 3 spears.
Why did you do it?
Because I've no wish to die. Yes, my lord. I fled. We should all flee. It's not stealing if you're taking what's yours by right. He speaks true. Right. I've a family to feed. And not 2 coins to rub together since Lord Gregor left us to rot here. Where's our pay? Our share of bread and wine grows smaller every day.
Leave the poor man alone!
Ну а что делать? Но если мы его не казним,
I know these words are hard, but they're honest.
то все
This
воровать
house
будут.
is falling. We'll never survive the coming winter. Most of us won't even live to see it.
Then you admit to the crime, in front of all gathered here.
I am only what this house made me. You cannot expect a man to live on
О,
loyalty
блин, у него
alone.
семья есть, так что не знаю, что делать.
You'll address him as Lord.
Задолбал убить его. Ты же сам убьешь его сейчас.
Lord Ethan, you must decide the punishment. Lord Gregor always took a thief's fingers.
А,
3 of
всего лишь пальцы.
Now may not be the time for harsh punishment. The men are on edge as it
Men
is.
need to know they cannot do whatever the fuck they please. Their lord will not permit
Я
it.
думаю, казнить надо. Ну ладно, пальцы.
Send him to the war.
Это ничего такого, да? Ну, я не знаю, многие говорят одно и другое. То есть, то убить его, то оставить живых. Я отрублю пальцы, все. Я добрый.
If you punish me, you'll be punishing an innocent man.
Стой, это не ты
Give me
сорвался.
justice, my lord.
Ну, не знаю, мне кажется, или
Please,
его заставили.
Lord. My family depends on me.
Так, ну не знаю, но отнять 3 пальца могу. Ну, слишком жестоко, что ли. И на стену, ну тогда он и семью прокормить не сможет. А милосердие тоже проявлять нельзя, так как, думаю, это будет повторяться много раз. Так что, давайте 3 пальца отнимем. Но все-таки это Игра престолов. Будем играть как в сериале. Блин, смс-ка еще. Еще у нас смс-ка, сколько можно. В общем, пальцы. Пальцы.
I, Ethan of House Forrester, Lord of Ironrath, name you a thief. The price for your crime is 3 of your fingers.
No, please, my lord! My lord, please! Please, no!
My lord, normally it is the Lord's duty to carry out the sentence. But I am willing to carry it out.
Ну,
You may
конечно,
carry out the sentence.
когда смотреть не буду на это особо. Хотя посмотреть что-то. Это же просто игра.
This is injustice, my lord!
Ну, не знаю, я сделал правильное решение или нет, но... Напишите, как бы вы
That
сделали
was certainly
на моем
unpleasant,
месте.
but a lord must meet our punishment when it's due.
Not just yourself, of course.
Maester, what do you think?
Me?
Yes, did I do what's right?
As Maester, I cannot support mutilation. You heard what the thief said. I expect this sort of thing will happen again. But a sentinel can help you in the face of disloyalty. You need someone you can trust by your side.
Ну, не знаю.
Someone you can rely on, no matter the
Могут быть у
circumstance.
вас.
Possessing wisdom and experience.
Ну,
Who do you
посмотрим,
think
кого.
I should choose?
Конечно же, я.
There are
Какой
two
сейчас
capable men for the role.
конец. Ага, ну
They
я этого
both
выберу.
want the job, but neither thinks very highly of the other.
How do I decide between them?
Talk to them. Solicit the opinion of people close to
Хотя
you.
посмотрим.
Here. The bracer of the sentinel. The badge of office. Tonight is your first small council meeting. It would be wise to bestow this bracer upon your chosen sentinel then. to show that you are decisive and in control of this house. Your sentinel will wear this for all to see.
Thank you for your counsel, Maester.
It is my duty. Come speak with me when you're ready to convene the small council, my lord.
Так, ну в общем все, давайте, наверное, заканчивать на этом серию. В следующей серии мы поговорим с этими двумя парнями, но я его точно не выберу, он мне не нравится. Вот этого мужика еще можно. Мне кажется, вот этот мужчина более мудрее, что ли. В общем, все это уже в следующей серии. Пока что, если вам понравилось, можете поставить лайк. Если не понравилось, можете поставить дизлайк. Но обязательно напишите, что не понравилось, ведь я могу измениться в лучшую сторону. В общем, и всем пока.